Hi, welcome to Jam's Adventures. Today we are leaving Liberty and heading to Wyoming and then on to Idaho for a 3-day trek. I've got the car all packed, as you can see. Like I said, this is Jam's Adventures. I'm Jam, and we are getting ready to head to our 3-day hike next week and try out all this new gear that we've been talking about. So we'll be driving through Iowa for a few minutes, then into Nebraska, spend most of the day in Nebraska, leaving Liberty, Missouri here, and it's about a 9-hour trek to Cheyenne, Wyoming. When we get to Wyoming, I'm going to try to stop somewhere and maybe do some hiking tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. Then we'll end up in Pocatello this weekend, and then we'll gear up for the hike on Monday and head out. So excited. Appreciate you guys joining us. Once again, Jam's Adventures, and here we go. The people of Iowa, welcome you. We made it to Iowa. Yay. Now we just gotta get to Nebraska. Look at there. Nebraska. All right, 2 states
Welcome
down.
to Nebraska.
There we go. Next up, Wyoming. All right. All day on the road. It is now midnight, and we are in Wyoming. Yes. Now it's time to find somewhere to pull over and sleep, and tomorrow we will find some adventures. So I just went through Cheyenne, Wyoming. The sun is coming up behind me. I'm heading west, so you can see the sunshine behind me there. It's coming up nice and bright. There is snow on the ground. It is 23 degrees. When I left Missouri yesterday, it was 80 degrees. I drove till I couldn't drive anymore and slept in my vehicle for about 3 hours. It was too cold to get out and use the restroom, so I just used the restroom in a cup and poured it out the car instead of having to go out and walk around in the 20 degree temperature. Anyway, I'm heading to Laramie, and I think I'll spend the day in Laramie, so I'll keep you updated. All right, so the snow on the ground, there's a wind turbine, and there's some mountains in the foreground there. So I finally got my first view of the Rocky Mountains. Elevation here is about 7,000 feet. So I just saw a herd of antelope out in this field. Oh, I miss it. I miss seeing the antelope and elk and bighorn sheep and things like that. From living in Idaho and Washington State, I kind of got a little spoiled being able to see those types of animals. You don't see things like that in Missouri too often. Even though there's elk in Missouri, you don't usually see them. So I do miss those things, and so it's quite awesome. So there's the view of the mountains. So I'm going to go to the Vendezvous recreational area, and I might spend the night there if I can find somewhere to camp. But I was going to go and kind of experience that today. That's kind of my goal today, is to hang out in Vendezvous, if I'm saying that right, Vendezvous recreational area here near Laramie. But I think that's it right there. You see those hills. I believe that's the Vendezvous recreational area where I'm going to be heading today. But we'll get some close-ups of it as we get closer. So, change of plans today. I was going to spend time in Laramie and the Vendezvous recreational area, which is some really cool rock formations. The park was actually closed, but I could have got in and did some hiking. The problem was we have 25-mile-per-hour winds. It's at 8,000 feet with 25 miles per hour winds. The temperature this morning was 16 degrees. I was out there for like 5 minutes and my fingers were freezing. So I decided to cancel that. So 8,000 feet, it was pretty cold up there at 16 degrees, and the wind chill was probably around 12 to 10 degrees. So I went to Laramie, got some gas, cleaned my face, washed up a little bit, and then I decided, you know what, I'm going to go to Jackson, Wyoming, and see the Teton Mountains today. So that's a change to the plan. Instead of going to Vandervoo, I'll do that another time. But a great place to visit, Vandervoo, near Laramie. We are going to drive by the Wind River Range, which is near the Wind River Indian can't talk today. Wind River Indian Reservation. So if you ever watched a movie called Wind River, it had Jeremy Renner in it and the other girl that was Scarlet Witch, the Olsen. Those two were in that movie, Wind River. What a great movie. I really enjoyed that movie. I did not like the theme of it. The theme of it was kidnapping and the disappearance of Native Americans. So not a good theme, but the movie's good, and it opens, it shows that there's a lot of issues in this world. Specifically, that's one of them, with human trafficking. Can't talk this morning, probably because I slept in my car. It was freezing cold. The seats are heated, so I had the heated seat on and left the car running, but it went off every 30 minutes. The car automatically goes off, so then I'd wake up a couple hours later freezing. I think I slept about 4 hours. I got I went through a storm last night. It was icy cold, it snowed. There were snow plows out. It is almost May, but I did sleep in the car. It was comfortable with the heated seat. So despite the fact that the last 3 days, I think I've averaged 3 hours a night, I'm still kicking. I'm living on 5-hour energies and drinking my kefir. If you don't know what kefir is, it's fermented milk with the good bacteria in it for gut health. So I started drinking that to kind of, hopefully it'll help me lose weight. But with that said, we are leaving Laramie, heading west, and we're going to head northwest to the Teton National Park and Jackson, Wyoming. And then after that, we'll head to Pocatello. And I don't know if I'll spend the night there or not, or if I'll go to Pocatello or spend the night. But we'll see. That's the thing about being free and being open. Change A to change B to change C. But I'll keep you guys updated, and when we get to the Wind River Range, or if I see anything else, I'll definitely keep you guys in the loop on that. That sign said 40 plus mile-an-hour winds. My gas mileage is sucking because of that. The winds are just killing my gas mileage. .40-mile-an-hour winds. Not to mention cars being pushed left and right and left. Man, these mountains are beautiful. Really miss them. Little farming areas in there with barns and things. A lot of snow up there for the end of April. Nice little cloud bank going over the top of the mountain. So Elk Mountain, 11,156 feet. That's a good one. That's a real mountain. She sure is beautiful. And you see all these prairie fields. Been seeing lots of antelope. In case you didn't know, antelope look like little deer with little horns, but they're actually related to goats. They're called pronghorn or antelopes, and they're cool looking. I've always wanted to hunt one to eat it, but I've never been able to. I've never had the opportunity, but I hear they taste really good. They're a type of good. Those fences that you see are snowdrift fencing. They block the snowdrifts to keep the snowdrifts from coming on to the highway and making a mess. Sorry about that. Excuse me. Almost to Idaho. Teton Pass. Down, 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 down. We went all the way up to almost 8,500 feet. Now we're down. One more mile, we'll be in Idaho. And we have
welcome to Idaho.
Now made it to Idaho. Idaho, Idaho. Dun dun dun. Yay! Missouri to Iowa, Nebraska, Wyoming, and now Idaho in just over 24 hours. And we have made it to Utah. Yay! All right, 1 mile to Monida, exit 0. We are almost to Montana. All righty. Let's see. The last remnants of Idaho before we enter the land of Montana and
welcome
Yellowstone.
to Montana.
There we go. We made it to Montana. Yay! Elevation 6870. Yes. We are in Montana. Elevation 6,800 feet. Exit 0. And there she is. The big skies of Montana. Woohoo! From Missouri to Nebraska, Wyoming, Idaho, and Montana. Yes. Hey, welcome to Montana! Yeah! Yay, we made it to North Dakota! Be legendary! Welcome to South Dakota. Hello everyone, this is Jam. I hope you enjoyed this video. This was basically an overview of my trip to Idaho back in April. So we drove from Missouri to Iowa to Nebraska into Wyoming, hung out in Wyoming, got to see Sakakowia's grave, the Teton Mountains, drove over the Teton Pass into Idaho, which is some of the video you saw, and then we also went down to Salt Lake City for a day and visited Salt Lake City and had fun there. Then we came back to Idaho, and then on the way home we drove up through Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, and then back through Iowa, Nebraska, Iowa, and then back to Missouri. But this video was just an overview. There's actually going to be some great videos of that adventure, like of the Teton Mountains. We saw some moose and lots of deer. Of course, up in Montana, we went and visited some cool lakes and lots of mountains. And Salt Lake City, we had fun. There'll be a video of that. So you guys tune in, watch all these videos, and please like and subscribe. Once again, I'm Jam, and this is Jam's Adventures, and I appreciate you guys joining us. Hope to see you on the next adventure, and if you see me out there, say hi. We'll also have some stickers, so hopefully we'll have some stickers, and if you guys are interested in stickers, just let me know in the comments, and we can get you guys some stickers. All right, have a great day. Thanks for joining. Bye.